President Bola Tinubu, stakeholders are divided over their call for him to seek a second term. Coordinator People's Advocate Courage Inseremovu says the lawmaker's decision does not reflect the views of Rivers people. He describes the move as politically driven and a misplaced priority, urging the Assembly to focus instead on working with the executive to deliver a 2026 budget that meets the real needs of the citizens.
The action today is purely political, and it's basically to represent their own selfish political interests. The people of Rivers State, at this point in time, what do we need? The president that they are passing a vote of confidence in, has he done well on security and welfare? If the popular opinion of the people is that the president has not done well on security, why do you pass a vote of confidence?
But an APC chieftain from Kana local government area, Stephen Debara, supports the lawmakers. He commends them, saying their action is in the best interest of the state. Debara argues that President Tinubu's administration has given Rivers people notable recognition through federal appointment, making the vote of confidence a justified show of appreciation.
The president has been so good to us. Never in our history that we have a number of appointments that we have had at the federal level. These are people that have had direct impact on their people around them in their various local governments. When we talk about representation in government, Rivers people is fairly, and even more, they are fairly represented at the federal level. So these are things that as people we need to commend the president, and I think Rivers State House Assembly as a representative of people are very correct in speaking in that respect.
Moving on now. The National Union of Rivers State Students says it may go on strike if nothing is done about the 4 abducted students from Rivers State University's Emoha Satellite Campus before Friday. The acting president of NURS, Ejila Gift, issued a warning on Nigerian firms crossfire on Wednesday. Gift is also calling on Governor Siminala Ifara to quickly step in and address the situation.
We want to appeal to him specifically that he should ensure that the return of the adopted students is being done on before Friday. If nothing is being done, we are making sure that all students in that school will be relocated and there will be no academic activities, beginning from tomorrow being Friday.
Meanwhile, the youth president of Rumodogo community in Emoha local government area, Progress Ohiege, has rejected a 24-hour ultimatum issued by the youth leader of Rumohia community, Israel Ifechukwu, demanding that Rumodogo produce the suspects accused of kidnapping a student. Speaking to our correspondent, Ohiege says the ultimatum was unnecessary.
If there is any kidnapping and the persons who kidnapped brought the person through the bush to my community, it's just something that will alert us that this is what is happening and we will follow its way. We are not aware of that, and I think if the people of Rumohia will come to my community, and then it's something that they will alert us that we should go into the bush. Me and my people should go into the bush and then fetch people kidnapped, that they pass through our bush. It is not giving us as if we send the people. I think that statement is not right. He should return that statement.
While still on the kidnap of the RSU student, a stakeholder in Emoha, Chizi, is appealing to the management of the university to reconsider its decision to suspend lectures at the Emoha campus. Who is also the President General of the Initiative for Transparent and Good Leadership, told correspondent Emekotoka that the youth of Emoha do not support the recent disturbances and are already working with security agencies to restore normalcy. And he also adds that Emoha youth have arrested 3 suspects and handed them over to the police.
The idea of temporarily shutting down lectures in Emoha satellite campus of the Rivers State University is not a good one. Since the harassment of students in the various communities started in Emoha people have not been silent about it. Probably before now, some persons has been arrested through the efforts of the Emoha youth and not even by the police. And it will be very discouraging that the efforts of the community trying to make sure that this crime stops is not being encouraged by the school officials.
As you may know, Rivers State University has directed that lectures at the Emoha campus be halted until further notice. In the meantime, the Rivers State Police Command says it is investigating the abduction of the students. Now let's go to Ikwere local government area, where the National Association of Ikwere Students has given an award to the chairman of Ikwere local government area, Charles Mobodo, for good leadership and his work in infrastructure, education, and human capital development. During a visit to his office in Ishobo, the president of the National Association of Kelga Students, Kelvin Goodluck, said students are pleased with the chairman's development effort across the local government area. He also asked the council to support students with bursary payments, scholarships, industrial training opportunities, a secretariat, a bus, and job openings. In his response, the Ikwere Council Chairman Charles Wobodo assured the students that his administration will support them where necessary. He also promised that the council will pay bursaries to Ikwere students in tertiary institutions across the state.
First, I want to thank you for what you gave me. I appreciate that. If there's any of our students that sees the company and wants to give you the opportunity of having your activity, you can write to us. We are meant to call those who are involved in that community to say, in the name of the student and the Ikwere local government, you give us opportunity that our students can serve here. It is part of the promise in this our new government. I will come on board. We must make sure that we have to pay those. So at least our own students. Anytime soon, we should be calling on the students to know the actual number of students we have in the Ikwere local government.
The Ikwere Council boss added that his administration is committed to delivering the dividends of democracy to the people of Ikwere local government area.
Within this our 100 days in office, at least we commissioned 2 schools. So that's education. We also made 300 city chairs for students. It's still part of education. The next one now is to support the students, which is the buzzing. We're not going to end there. I think we also have those ones like WAEC and JAM. We should give them opportunity to also do that. That's what we do. That's education. So be rest assured.
Our correspondent reports that the highlight of the visit was the presentation of a certificate making the chairman a patron of the association. And in Eche local government area, in line with his promise to acquire land for councillors of Eche Legislative Assembly, the chairman, Chima Boniface Njoko, has released funds for the remaining 7 councillors under the second phase. Chief Press Secretary to the chairman, Gogo Isaac, made this known in a statement. Recall that the chairman had earlier acquired land for the first batch of 12 councillors of Eche local government area Legislative Assembly. He said the initiative is to empower the councillors to become proud landed property owners within his first 100 days in office. In the meantime, as the December deadline for the reconnection of Eche communities approaches, a visit to some of the communities shows that over 90% of work has been achieved, with 500 kVA transformers already installed. Over 60 500 kVA / 33 kVA transformers have already been deployed to power the lines to enable the people to celebrate the Yuletide season with electricity in their homes. Some residents of Iwodo said this is the first time they are seeing electricity in their communities, while others said the last time they saw electricity was about 5 years ago. At the time of the visit, work was in progress to install a new transformer as well as replacement of new high-tension lines at Obodim in Olako 1. The people commended the chairman for the initiative of lighting up Eche land.
Male